Watch further in the program. They worked on cardio monitor and eventually invented an effective autopilot. An exclusive story of a Ukrainian inventor who now works with the US Department of Defense and is creating a new history of UAVs.
Are modern Ukrainian developments better than their foreign counterparts? Let's take a look at a specific example. We contacted one of the unique Ukrainian developers who, in an exclusive interview to our TV show, told us for the first time how he taught his drone to navigate without GPS, what it's like to work with the US Department of Defense, and how much money the Pentagon consider to invest in this technology that could change the rules of future warfare.
Before the outbreak of the Great War, Maksym Prasolov worked on projects that were supposed to make life easier for many people.
I have many years of experience in developing computer vision applications based on deep learning, known as artificial intelligence.
Maksym has lived in California for many years, so he has mostly realized his ideas in the United States. One of the latest products was a cardio HRV tracker wristband that measures all the vital signs of the body. However, as soon as the full-scale war broke out, the leader of the talented team thought about how they could help their native Ukraine.
The team was developing a number of AI technologies, health tech applications. Well, with the beginning of the war, we started to transform into a defense tech company. We appeared because we needed to solve problems in Ukraine.
This transition was very challenging for many team members.
It is very hard morally and psychologically to do for some of our team members. It was such a difficult moral choice. When you save people's lives, then you produce technology that can be used for a completely different purpose. We are working on technologies, as you might say, dual use.
According to the dual-purpose technology, a unique navigation system for controlling drones is being developed. On the battlefield, the enemy is actively suppressing attack drones with electronic warfare, but the Ukrainian autonomous navigation system continues to follow a predetermined course and makes the bird virtually invulnerable.
From the very beginning, this technology, the approach we use in our solution is sensor fusion. That is, when you receive information from a very large number of sensors, you calibrate, filter, summarize, and add it up. And then the algorithm decides how to compensate for drift, deviation from the trajectory.
A small onboard unit weighing less than a kilogram allows any UAV to navigate the terrain, adjust its course, and avoid obstacles. In fact, Maksym's team gave the drones a multi-sensor brain.
This is an inertial navigation system that can operate in conditions of very aggressive electronic warfare. That is, a small airplane or a small copter with the system installed. It can work where GPS, for example, is not available.
And all this is thanks to the smart cardiovascular monitor that formed the basis of the Ukrainian system.
In general, this is a very non-trivial task, and when we started working on the idea of navigation, we took a number of approaches that were developed specifically for monitoring. These are a heart monitor and a blood pressure monitor. The team developed this technology before the war.
The idea turned out to be so successful and innovative that the US government became interested in Ukrainian developers. The United States Department of Defense is considering making an investment in this unique project.
We are probably the first startup with Ukrainian co-founders to go through the Air Force Labs acceleration program. You need to have a technology that solves a real problem. We have just such a technology.
The prospect of using such technologies at the front is fantastic, and the US Department of Defense understands this like no one else.
The potential of this market is very high. So now, according to Goldman Sachs, it's about $8.5 billion annually.
Together with an international group of scientists, a small startup called Bavovna AI has grown rapidly in 2 years.
We invited one of the primary architects of the Tomahawk missile navigation system to join our team.
AI approach allows Bavovna team to reduce development time and significantly expand the capabilities of the defense. After all, our Bavovna conquers water as easily as air.
The system can operate not only in the air but also underwater and on the surface, because the contact with satellites is not relevant for us anymore.
So soon the new AI autopilot could be installed on thousands of American UAVs, but it will not be short of work in peacetime either.
These are the devices that can be installed on hundreds of millions of unmanned vehicles that can be used in delivery, that can be used in perimeter control, in critical infrastructure control.
The main thing is that peace finally reigns in Ukraine, emphasizes Maksym Prasolov. And its technology really helps Ukrainian army to drive the occupiers off of the Ukrainian land. Unlike the US military, the Ukrainian armed forces can already boast of combat experience in using the latest Bavovna. But we are not allowed to disclose the details of these very effective operations, which, believe us, are very successful.